So there has been a tragedy in Memphis in which a 5-year-old with autism lost their life. And in comments, I saw a lot of people kind of making comments like, the auntie should have been more proactive and should have been paying attention. I'm going to tell you right now, as a special education assistant, only a year in, I done seen some things. There's a reason I nicknamed my favorite, I say my favorite, all my babies, but the first student I bonded with, there's a reason I call her Ninja Cat. Aside from the fact she ain't big as nothing and she fast. And her spells of breaking camp are so sporadic. So even with classrooms where there's adults and obstacles in the class, babies with elopement can still get out, because how can you protect your room or your home perfectly in such a way where the child will not break out, but you will not perish should a fire break out in your home? But I was outside looking in person, especially when it came to them leashes and stuff. Crazy look. But I see why they need them now. That's why I never judged, but I did have them like, oh Lord, is there a better way to do that that don't look like they're a puppy? Sometimes no. So it's very touching me. I'm okay. But I always get sad anytime I hear any local issues with special education children, because sadly, I often be like, Lord, please don't let it be one of my babies. But then it's like, doesn't matter whose baby it is. But I want more people to pay attention, ask questions, and stop assuming, because autism is not always just social. It's not always just the savant that mastered the music instrument at age 2. It's sometimes nonverbal. It's sometimes I'm going to run away. It's sometimes it's pica. Sometimes it's a lot of other stuff I ain't even experienced yet. I've been assisting a year, and I've seen some things, but it's so many more things I ain't seen. So, yeah. It bothers me, but if anything, it's making me more protective and prayerful for the family, because I've seen one thing I have seen that I really am glad I have seen is that there are so many families who are so supportive and so encouraging and prepared, and they don't just love the child because that's my blood. They love the child properly, meaning they make the accommodations, they understand, they learn, they do what they have to do, because it's more than just I love this baby. It's how can I keep this baby safe? How can I make sure this baby is protected? So there are a lot of families who really do properly love the babies who have their needs. But stuff happens, sadly. Even in the best prepared locations, even in the most secure facilities, elopement ain't a joke. And like I said, I'm a year in. Ain't no telling what I'm finna roll up on, but I have the unmitigated gall to love special education enough to take the challenge. And today, one of the biggest challenges is emotionally processing that this is the dark side of certain aspects of children with autism. Sometimes they get out, and sadly, sometimes they don't come back. But y'all keep that family in the prayers. I don't know any names, and if I did, I'm probably not going to release them, because people are low down and people are already blaming this woman for the baby getting out. Why was she taking a nap? She was tired, sweetheart. And she locked doors. And yeah, if nothing else, I wish more people would actually take the time to read, to Google. You can come on TikTok at any given weekday, at any given time, and find families who are sharing parts of their lives with children with autism and various other special needs. You have no excuse to be as mean spirited and ignorant. Shoot, there's no reason, because even if it don't make sense to you, it shouldn't take but a video or two for you to be like, oh, I get it now. So if you out and you see somebody with a leash, regardless of the race, if you see somebody and it, just stop being mean. Hell. And I know I ramble way longer, but I tried to shorten this video and I just can't. I just wish y'all would just take the time to learn. You should not have to be personally touched by autism, special needs, Down syndrome, or any condition, developmental delays or whatever. I'm still learning them. I'm a year in. I keep repeating it because I ain't no genius. But I really wish more people would take the time to do the homework, do the research, ask the questions, or just stop assuming. Because some of the stuff I see y'all post and reply and comment even before we lost this baby today, I'm like some of y'all favorite things to say about people, special needs and children with autism. We didn't have autism growing up. Y'all just should have been getting whoopings. No, baby. Autism is not new. And if you didn't see a lot of people in this society back then with special needs and autism, and most you probably would see is Down syndrome, and depending on the severity, you may not see every child because they used to get put in facilities, love. They were put away. They were given away. They were put up for adoption, or they were just hidden. There's just names to what we've been seeing. Y'all just mean as hell. But I cuss. Some of the students do too. But that's another video for another day. But anyway, long story short, stop being pricks. Pray. If you're not a prayer, can hold some space. If it don't make sense, go Google it. Watch a few videos on here. It's a lot of people you can find. Anything other than just going around inciting riots and being mean because you don't understand what the hell you're talking about. I was talking to myself too because, again, what I tell y'all, I've only been in a year. And yes, learn, be patient, and be quiet. Or go to hell. I don't care. Just don't let me hear you talking about any of my students.